Need more money, connections, associations, and what you would call a relaxed mind? Have you ever wondered why some folks are regarded as high flyers and successful people with results to show? You know the names. It's been found out that the difference between these high flyers and successful people is mindsets and how they think. Welcome to Baseline Beats with Gbenga. Here is this week's episode.
Today's episode will be tailored to branding. Top of the morning to you and welcome. I am Gbenga. You see, at some certain point in running businesses, branding becomes key and very necessary. Well, branding is the process of creating a strong, positive perception of a company, its products or services in the customer's mind by combining such elements as logo, design, mission statement, and a consistent theme throughout all marketing communications. Let me break that down. Branding is a practice in which a company creates a name, symbol, or design that is easily identifiable as belonging to that company. This essentially is to help identify a product and distinguish it from other products and services. In a survey conducted by researchers, 87% of consumers said consistent branding across all online and traditional platforms was important. 87%. I recall that in my days of schooling, 87% will equate to an A, a strong kind of A. What this means is that customers expect that your tone of voice is the same over email, your website, your customer service, and every other touch point in your business. You see, the idea is that you want to create a certain feel each time people come in contact with your business. You want to leave some sort of impressions anytime someone comes in contact with your business and when they think about your business. Why is branding important? You see, a unique brand can have a huge impact on your business venture by giving you a competitive advantage over your rivals and helping you acquire and retain customers. You need to realize that regardless of whether you are investing time and effort into crafting a compelling brand or paying no attention to it whatsoever, your business still has a brand. You see, this is huge, and I should say it again. Whether you pay attention and put effort into crafting a compelling brand or not, a brand is being crafted regardless. The sad part is that the brand being created might and will most likely differ from how you want your business to be perceived. Accidental brands or brands stumbled upon by chance are really fascinating. By carefully constructing your brand through stories, relationships, marketing messages, and visual assets, you have the opportunity of shaping your customers' expectations and creating a unique bond that goes beyond a customer walking through your door, paying for a product or service rendered, and no lasting impression created. I think that is pretty sad. If a customer just walks through your door, pays for whatever product or service they've gotten to pick up along the way, and that's just about it. No impression created, nothing that sticks to memory in terms of how they perceive, because it's about feelings when it comes to brands. It's not about exactly the product and service and all of that. It's the sum total of the experience they have coming into contact with that business venture. In fact, the word brand, according to research, literally refers to the process of ranchers putting a mark on their cattle to identify their individual cows. In addition to providing proof of ownership, these brands were used to identify the quality of the beef that comes from such cows. For example, some ranchers fed their cattle salt in order to make them drink more water before weighing in an effort to jack up the sale price of each cow. Some ranchers also pushed their cows hard to market, building up muscle in the process. This meant that ranchers who raised their cows correctly and charged a fair price have a better brand than their competitors in the context of ranchers and their cows used here. How then do you brand your business? How then do you create a compelling brand for your business? Let's listen first to Way by Fowls featuring Wanda Cole. Stick around.
It's time everybody we go, maybe everybody know book. You know me say me happy. Money day me I can't like. Don't make me lose mine. If you give me, make it give me like. If you give me, make it give me like.
But you make me smart like a class one. You was on your boat, me tabon. And I got a F9 in Moscow. But I'm calculating 100,000. But you hustle for 1 year. Me, I made it on 1 endorsement. 5-point GP from the onset. So you mean still they find the employment? That be nonsense. But I'm the dumbest. Carlos Sobe, see the numbers. I recorded at the concert. Feel the pocket. How you go? They ask me, say what's in the budget. I'm insulted.
Enter my way, baby. Don't be everybody father, look away. Why? Enter my way, yeah. To my way, go take go all day. Don't be everybody way go school, oh my way.
No be everybody way go. We dey hustle now, you know the real way. Oh. Yes. Everything we do is all for the ego. Go up and check. No be who score 100%. Oh. Yes, any man don't make it out the ghetto. And if you check, oh, they no pass neck. Is that so? No the form say you get sense. No. Now how you they measure your intelligence? But we still know the feel see the extent. If you know they get check, what's the essence? When boys know they feel for your presence.
Enter my way, baby. Don't be everybody father, look away. Why? Enter my way, yeah. To my way, go take go all day. Don't be everybody way go school, oh my way.
Thanks for staying here. How to create and build a compelling brand? I'll list some certain points. Number 1, define how you want to be perceived. People come in contact with various products and services every day, and with these contacts, opinions get shaped and formed. When these customers as well as potential ones come in contact with your business venture, how do you want them to describe their experience? You know, I have mentioned how far and difficult it is to recall opinions formed by word of mouth as a marketing strategy. So, with your customers, how do you want them to describe their experience after using your product or service? For example, if you run a footwear business outfit, how do you want them to say? Could it be, wow, that footwear outfit store has the largest portions in town? Or, the service is quick and the experience is okay, but the price is unbeatable. Begin with the end in mind and see your brand as your promise to your customers. And that's the thing. You'd have to begin with the end that you visualize in mind. How do you want your customers to describe the experience they have when they come in contact with your business venture? And you see, that starts the moment that customer walks through the door, and then what he experiences or she experiences all through staying in your premises and your environment up until the time he or she walks out that door. In fact, it also involves the experience you create as a result of maybe messages you get sent to them, emails, and marketing that you also get to create online, which I'll get to during the course of this. Number 2 now is this. Organize your business based on the perception you want to create and keep that promise. Keeping the promise that sets you apart from your competitors implies that you are doing something more than what they are doing. For example, the footwear outfits that wants to be recognized for its unbeatable prices would have to find a way to ensure that customers enjoy maximum satisfaction for every purchase that they make. And you see, that's the thing. When you have that end in mind, you'd have to put your business together along that end that you visualize for your business. Let's move on to the third point. Communicate your promise. Here's a big part. Toolkits. All of your marketing materials, from the colors of your logo to your website text, must be developed as a function of this promise and the perception you want to create. Your ads then will be tailored in this regard. A mistake is not just to start an ad campaign. Now, that's where you get to find that most people get to miss it as well. They just, okay, I have this idea, I run this business outfit, and so let's just run an advert campaign. No, that's wrong. You'd allow your advert campaign to be shaped or to come into effect after you have a brand you want to communicate in mind. And that would also help you to shape how you'd get to run that ad campaign that you want to run. Have a picture in mind in terms of your brand. Let that now shape your ad campaign, and you see that that would help you to be effective in attracting the right kind of customers that you want to attract. And there's a final one. Be consistent. Consistency is of the essence when it comes to running business ventures. The idea here is to develop trust. Your customers at this point know what to expect. Your customers must no longer see your brand as a promise, but as a reality. Consistency is often the hardest part, but the one with the greatest rewards. And that's the thing. You'd realize that for some of the brands you see around that you can picture in your mind, they go as far as having procedures listed out so that every franchise that you visit, the experience is the same regardless of the location of that franchise. And that's what it is to be consistent. And see, because of that hard part of consistency, you'd have to itemize these things such that every single franchise is the same promise kept and the same experience that each and every customer that walks through the door would enjoy regardless of the location. Jeff Bezos said, "Your brand is what other people say about you when you are not in the room." Spot on. That's it for today. Let's relate via socials for feedback, for questions, and every other thing that you might have in mind on Twitter and Instagram at Ben_Olugbenga. Build a brand for your business and let it do the speaking for you. Enjoy your day.
Baseline Beats with Benga is a wrap for this week. For questions, concerns, and feedback, reach him on Twitter and Instagram at Ben_Olugbenga. Until Baseline Beats with Benga comes away again next week, keep winning and enjoy the rest of the week.